don't want to sit back. I don't gotta just like bobbing right here because the boobs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up, man? Tell us who you are.
Okay.
Where you from?
My name is Tamyia. I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. Born and raised here.
What record on home?
Yes.
No, I said what record are you?
Oh, what record on home? My bad. I'm on Sweet Love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it difficult? Like, have you ever done Afro beats before?
Honestly, this was my first time doing Afro beats. So literally, when Sean sent me the beat, I was like listening to it in the car. I'm like, okay, good luck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't know exactly like what direction to go with it. So I played around with it a little bit there. And then like literally, like I was telling y'all on the way back to the studio, God just wrote it for me. He just gave it to me.
If you do not recall, when you were recording it, do you remember me opening the door and being like, yo, this is crazy? Like,
Literally. You ain't let me get halfway through.
Yo, it was crazy. I did not care. Like, it was important. You know,
No, literally.
The thing that you may not know is, like, before you actually got there, we had Simpsy's verse written out, and we had a hook written out.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, when you actually sung your verse out
Mm-hmm.
loud, it was like an immediate move. Like, we knew God was present. So we literally scrapped it.
Wow.
We literally scrapped it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so this is... Because every process has been different.
Mm-hmm.
God shows up differently.
Exactly.
He showed up, what's your verse?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yo, y'all gonna fight me because y'all wrote a few words?
Right. Right.
Your verse, what is something... Because, you know, sometimes people can get lost in the melodies
Mm-hmm.
and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they lose, like, what the song actually means.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's listening to your verse, like, what's something that you want to make sure people walk away with?
In the first verse, I say, Father, 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 you are home.
Right.
So even if you feel like you're like lost out there, even if you feel like he's not listening to you, even if you feel like he's not hearing you, or you're kind of just not even knowing if like you don't know what's going on around you, like you can always go back to home, your father, because he still has all the answers.
Yeah.
Even though you feel like you're in a season where you're not hearing him, things like that, like he's still working in the midst. You can always find comfort in him. Like he's your home. He's home.
Yo, listen, dang. I'm sorry. And I'm like, bro, I can't wait for people to hear this.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of times, not just artists, but people on Christian platforms, like, we don't allow people to see that vulnerable side.
Right.
Not just as somebody who's like a non-believer.
Right.
I feel like, bro, like, I feel far away from home, even though, you know what I'm saying, we may know that God is with us. Sometimes, like, we need that reminder. I don't know how many people have came up to me and told me or messaged me like, bro, I'm living off this record. Like, I'm clinging to the cross. Really appreciate you doing just letting God use you in that moment.
Right.
Memories. Any moment. I think you captured a moment in the studio when we were listening to the record.
Yeah, I did.
Yo, hold on. Do you remember when we were all chilling in the studio? Simpsy came in there and heard the verse, and my man left for a clean 3 hours. Yo, you tapped me and Sean on the shoulder like, yo, is he recording tonight?
Yeah. He said, wow, y'all see what we doing.
Like, he said it in his... we interviewed him about the record. He literally said when he came in and heard your verse, he was like, bro, I assumed this was like for a solo project. He was like, there's no way I would jump on this record. Like, what are we doing? He was like, why did not? My man was in the parking lot pacing. My man was talking to a father trying to figure out, like, God, listen.
Send me the same. Go ahead and... Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah, so, like, my love is, like, one of the coolest things about that record is it feels fresh. And it's, like, a super nostalgic feeling.
Right.
Which is incredibly beautiful. Let me see.
I feel like it just makes you feel good. Like,
yeah.
It makes you just... That's why I do love that it is an Afro beat. Like, real deal. I do.
Yeah, it genuinely feels like a mother's warm embrace. Anything else you want to say to the people? Anything you want them to know about you? Where they can find some music? What else you do?
I am a crochet fashion designer, so I make jackets, bathing suits, baby clothes, beanies, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, like you can find me on Instagram at TAMYIA_W. On there, it'll be my link tree, so you can click the link in the bio to follow all my other social media platforms. And music on the way, baby. Music on the way. So, yeah.